Hello, hello. Shall we get started today? Hello, everyone. How's it going? Happy Thursday. Excuse the beanie. It is freezing cold in the studio today. It is absolutely Arctic here in London, and I'm feeling it. So I am bundled up. I actually have a large jacket that I'm wearing over at my desk, but I thought that might have been a bit too much on camera. But anyway, here we are. How's everyone? How's everyone? Doing all right? Yeah, good. Okay. Today is going to be a rather quick stream. There's not a whole lot for me to cover today, but we've got the upcoming events. We've got a little bit of details about a poll that's currently available in Discord, and we've got an update in regards to the hotfix that's going out. So 32.4. as well as an update on the spinner, because that everyone wants to know what's happening with the spinner. So let's get started. Like I say, it is a really quick one. Maybe answer a couple questions or something as well, but we'll be probably done in like 10 minutes or so. But anyway, thought we'd throw this out there and you know, give you an update as to what's happening. So first up, what's happening this week? I mean, everyone should know. If you've opened F1 Clash at all this week, you would see it as the Las Vegas GP, technically, in game. Not real F1 Las Vegas GP, because that was a couple weeks ago. This is the slightly delayed Las Vegas Grand Prix in F1 Clash, featuring Lewis Hamilton as the featured driver. All rarities are boosted. So yeah, that's happening now. Good luck to you. This is the first introduction of the Glitz boost as well, which is now associated with the Las Vegas GP. Not a bad boost, if you ask me. It's not the best, but it's not the worst either. So that is available for people to win as part of reward crates, depending on your placement in the Las Vegas Grand Prix. So good luck to you. Next week, the first of the Champion Series. So part 1 of 2 Champion Series events. You may notice that the graphics are rather tame this season. We don't have any driver pictures or anything that we normally have out there. That is a restriction that we currently have. We've been asked not to place driver portraits up on this. Just one of the, you know, fun things to do when you're a licensed game. When will there be 20% stat boosts or more? They will come a little bit later. They'll come a little bit later. I don't want to say exactly when, but they will come a little bit later. We have some other variations to boosted assets coming in future events this season as well. We'll be giving you more details closer to the time in regards to that. But yeah, you will see that later in the season. So yeah, Champion Series event part 1. This currently features Lewis Hamilton and Fernando Alonso. I'm using my memory here instead of the graphics. Yeah, Lewis Hamilton. So twice Lewis Hamilton you have him this week, and you've got him again next week with Fernando Alonso as well. We then have the Champion Series event part 2 the week after that, and that is featuring Max Verstappen. Both of these Champion Series events is all 3 rarities for the featured drivers. Apologies. Yes, so Champion Series events, obviously really good assets to use or acquire if you can. That's pretty much it for events. There is some fun events coming up after this. So after the Champion Series event part 2, we have a new exhibition. And of course, we will be sharing the next 4 events as part of that exhibition when we publish that exhibition details over in the Discord. If you're not a member of it, jump in because you get early news over there. That news spreads quickly. But if you want to be the first to know, Discord's the place to be. Where do we go from there? 32.4 Hotfix that is currently rolling out right now. Let's just let's get rid of that. Let's go back over here, shall we? I don't have any fancy graphics for this stuff. The 32.4 hotfix actually should be set to force update anytime this afternoon. Let me double check for you right now, doing this live. See where we're at. Okay, not just yet, but sometime this afternoon, 32.4 hotfix will be set to force update, so all devices will be updated the next time you open the game, very shortly from this afternoon. So that will put all players together into the same version, which will be ultimately required for matchmaking. Well, not required, but will be good for matchmaking during this weekend's event, because as we've said before, when we've got different versions out, you are matched with the version of game that you have. So when we have multiple versions, matchmaking can be a bit all over the place, but Force Update will fix that. Everyone will be on the same version, which will help with matchmaking. Just what you want for a weekend event. So yeah, Force Update, spinners. So spinners are currently deactivated because of a bug which required 32.4 update. The update does not immediately fix the spinner. The spinner does not return simply by updating. We have the spinner deactivated, and we're waiting for all players to have 32.4. Then we're going to turn the spinner back on. We're going to do that Monday. Everyone will be on the same version. Things are ready to go. Spinner's going to be turned on Monday. Sometime, I'd say probably after 10 a.m. Monday GMT time, but we'll announce it in the Discord anyway. Again, another reason to be there. That will also restore the overtaking and defending UI in races as well, because the same bug is affecting it, so it turned it off, as well as the in-game inbox messages. So those 3 things are all affected by the same issue, and they'll all be working, all 3, from Monday. That's the spinner, that's the hotfix. Hey Isaac, how you going? What else we got? There's a poll, actually, over in our Discord. I have a little screen cap of it. It's not the best. Screenshot might be a little bit blurry. Over in our Discord, under the events channel, we have a poll. I think we've done this poll every season. Who's your favorite team principal from the 2023 season? Not all time, 2023 F1 season. Who's your favorite team principal? You can go and vote on this. This will influence some things, but I'm not going to say exactly what that is here because I want it to be a surprise. Vote for your favorite team principal, and yeah, that will influence something coming a little bit later. But yeah, only available in Discord. Go there, events channel. It's pinned at the top. Go in there and use these little the team logo reaction buttons at the bottom. press the one the one you want to vote for, essentially. That's really about it. Like I said, this is a really quick update today. We're not going to have the next update, so version 33, for a little bit. That's expected somewhere in January. Not going to be a huge update in regards to features. There will be some changes and stuff coming and some bug fixes. And 34 is going to be a big update after that. So version 34 will be a big update. That's coming after January. Keep an eye out for announcements close to the time and details. And we'll be having live streams to say exactly what's coming and whatnot. What's the vote based on? Whatever you consider is your favorite. David, whatever you consider your favorite. You could think they're the most stylish. You could think they present really well. You could do it simply based on the success of their team or the most improved team. Whatever you want, doesn't matter. Just whoever your favorite team principal, for whatever personal reason it is that you have for them to be your favorite team principal, give it a vote. No particular reason whatsoever. Yeah, that's pretty much it. In game or real life? Real life. 2023 F1 season, not F1 Clash. 2023 F1, real F1 season. Real people, real team principals. McLaren by far. All right. I mean, I'm a McLaren fan myself. But yeah, if you feel that way, go in, vote for it. Do it right in the Discord right now. We will not count votes or reactions or anything anywhere else. It's in this poll in the events channel. If you're not a member of the Discord, you can find a link in this YouTube channel's profile. Or I believe, because it's a community server, you can simply look up F1 Clash in Discord server search. That should be it. That's really it, guys. That's really it. I appreciate you coming. I'm kind of done. Any sight on any new tracks coming? No, we haven't covered that, Azza. We haven't covered that. Yes, we have new tracks. We have track updates, and we have new tracks. We have track updates coming. I believe the next one is Melbourne, off the top of my head, is the next track update, and we have Vegas coming soon. It's unfortunately come a little later than what we wanted, but it is a very long process in getting new tracks into the game, not just within our team, just from a track being introduced in F1 and everything that needs to happen before it gets to us, before we can put it in game, is a very, very long process, which, as much as we'd love to have track changes and new tracks essentially, from season start, it's unfortunately not a process that works that way, unfortunately. But yes, Las Vegas is coming. Trying to think off the top of my head. It's coming soon, but you'll have to keep an eye out for more details on that. Unfortunately, we couldn't have it at the time of the Las Vegas Grand Prix. That would have been great. China and France needs to come back. We only currently have tracks that are in the actual current F1 season. I believe China's coming back next year, from memory. So if it's on the race calendar, it should be in F1 Clash eventually in that season. Yeah, essentially that. But we don't have tracks that aren't in the current F1 calendar, essentially. Will there be another updates roadmap? Yes. It's been a little chaotic, and I'm having to refine the frequency in which we put a roadmap out, and that's my fault. I was a little over enthusiastic when I thought I could get these out every 2 months, but trying to wrangle everyone together to lay out the roadmap and put it all together and stuff. 2 months seems to be a little optimistic, at least from my point of view, especially because it's been very busy last few months, as pretty sure everyone can appreciate. So yeah, I might have to refine that to every quarter or something like that. But yes, I do have a note that another roadmap is due, and I'm already trying to wrangle the team together to get that done. So I want to say before year end, we should have another roadmap for you. That's what I'm going to try and achieve for you. Will overtaking other than the corners be changed? You can overtake outside of corners. You can overtake outside corners. Corners are currently the best place to overtake simply because of the cornering stat and its influence in this season, which is why you might see it happening more on corners. But yes, we'll have to see a rebalance of stats a little bit to see that change, I'd say. Ricardo soon or next season now? That's a good question, actually. That's a good question. There's some hurdles to change Ricardo in game. As much as I'd like it to be a case of just, copy paste Ricardo over the top of De Vries, there's actually a lot more behind the scenes involved in that, which means it can be a little bit more difficult. I'll have to update. I'll have to check up on that, actually, see where that might be happening. I mean, worst case scenario, it's next season. But we'll see. We'll see. Is there any reason AI cars never seem to need a service in race and they have Unreal Tire Management? That was a problem. Well, we had a couple issues here in previous versions. There was a bug that resulted in the servicing time never being added to pit times for AI cars. That has since been resolved with version 32, I believe. I mean, we're four releases back now. I can't quite remember for that. I think it was 32. It has resolved that issue. Tire management, I believe, has been tweaked as well as part of it from memory. But yeah, it was a bit confusing because of this issue where service time wasn't being added to the pit stop time. It looked like they had super fast pit stops. But there has been some tweaks to try and correct that, which we should be seeing already. I haven't seen any other mentions of it since 32 started rolling out. But if it is the case, throw it in the Discord, contact the support team with details of it, and we can take a look at it. Yeah, that should probably do it, really. A bot did 3 mediums in Jeddah and won the race. So a lot of factors that go into this, depending on what series you're in or what series the race is in, depending on loadout of you and your opponent. The bots can be tricky in the higher series, and that's intended. The higher series are meant to be quite challenging and difficult. Yeah. Yeah, it is meant to be challenging. There might be some further tweaks that need to be done there. We need to observe some examples and stuff like this to see if we need to make any other changes. Anyway, Monaco GP soon. I actually asked the team about this, Azza. I raised this with the team, and they're looking at it. I'm going to actually poke them a little bit more because, we've had this much of the season already and we haven't seen Monaco in a GP yet. I think that needs to change. We might need to make up for it. Monaco in every event for the rest of the season. How does that sound? I know people actually enjoy the Monaco track. Would you enjoy it if it's in every event for the rest of the season? Maybe not. Maybe not. Anyway. Can a setting be added for adjusting size and location of the speed buttons? Actually, a pretty good question there. If you have any game suggestions or requests, we have a game suggestions channel in the Discord. I would highly recommend that you jump in there, create a thread on it. The benefit of the thread is other people can discuss it, maybe throw around some ideas of making it even better. They can vote on it and stuff. We look at this channel quite often. We add the suggestions and the requests into a queue that we then look at when we're reviewing what updates the game needs. So yeah, jump into the Discord, game suggestions channel, start a thread there, and throw that idea in there. By all means, accessibility and stuff, I'm all for. Do I know if boost stats will change next season? That depends. That depends on the balance of stats for next season. So boosts ultimately influence whatever the current season stat balance is. So if we change the stat balance, then yes. If we keep the current sort of stat system, the boost might need to be tweaked or something a little bit, but they would largely remain the same. But yeah, a huge stat difference, structure difference, mechanic difference from last season to this season. They're not relative at all, and so boost needs to change to reflect that. Yeah, that's probably it. I'm going to shoot off here. I'm going to leave you with it. Super quick stream. It's actually not that much quicker than normal, really. Anyway, next stream in a couple weeks. We'll see if we have some more details for you. Anyway, so a recap for those who haven't seen yet. Monday, we will turn the spinner back on. Force update for the 32.4 hotfix will be happening super soon. Like this afternoon, this evening, today, it will be happening. So you'll be forced to update, if you haven't already done so, to 32.4. So everyone's going to be on the same version for this weekend's Las Vegas event. Monday, we're going to turn the spinner back on. And look out for details in regards to the compensation we'll be sending to all players in regards to not having the spinner. So everyone's going to get a compensation, should be on Monday, in regards to that. And there'll also be another announcement on Monday in regards to power-ups. That's the other thing I didn't mention. When we first released power-ups, we said that you will slowly over time start seeing power-ups available in more regions. So they're in Pit Pass, they're in your collection milestones, they were briefly in the spinner. They will be returning to the spinner, but not quite yet. But look out on Monday for an announcement in regards to further places that you will also find power-ups. Anyway, I'm going to leave you with that. Have a wonderful weekend. Good luck in the Las Vegas GP, and I will see you next time. Bye.